Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Goes underneath here to White. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater to Michelle on the dump off. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They go play action. Bridgewater. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brandon, I know what I would do in this situation. You're on the road. It's the opening drive. You've gotten all the way down here. I would go for it.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Tannehill now to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. On the toss, Bernard. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play fake. Bridgewater. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Michel. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater going deep for Diggs. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Bridgewater. Oh, it stays up. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Wk6 with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a toss play to Bernard. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This is White on the screen. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A 2nd quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tannehill. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Dalvin Tomlinson forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Is that happening? And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern?
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Derek Rivers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Tannehill. Underneath, this is Bernard. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and 2, Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Tannehill now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They go play action here on first down. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
30.
Tannehill on first down. It's caught. Stills right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run it with Balaj. Runs through the contact, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. On the screen, Bernard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and goal from inside the 5. Off play action, Tannehill. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Bridgewater on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, second and 15. On play action, it's Bridgewater. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Play fake. Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Tannehill. That's complete. Bernard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third and a few inches. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they have to be very confident that he's going to put that one to the post.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at FedEx Field, and it was the Redskins that came away victorious there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.